So it seemed like the further and further we get away from the battle, the more people come out and talk. In this video, we got ASAP Rocky responding. Now, there's no video of him, but he did make a statement on what he thought about the battle. And of course, you know, you got the usual suspects. Drake stands. Apparently, Rocky don't have the right to talk because Drake cleared him. Blah, 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 blah. That's all I hear. Anyway, let's get right into this and see what Rocky said. All right, and this post is on X. Complex Music says, ASAP Rocky speaks on Drake suing UMG after his beef with Kendrick Lamar. Rocky said, the battle was between Kendrick and Drake, not Drake and everybody else who might have said something at that time.
Yeah, that's right.
Ain't that the damn truth, boy? And that's mainly why I fell back. I just hate the way it's turning out with Drake suing and all that. What part of the game is that? What type of ish is that? That's none of my business, I guess. So, needless to say, the OVOs went kind of in on him. But let's just think about this statement for a minute, right? I'm gonna keep it up here on the screen for y'all. So he says the battle was between Kendrick and Drake, not Drake and everybody else who might have said something at that time. And that's the point many of us have been making this whole time. All this 20v1 contrived thing to make it look like Drake got jumped. Drake didn't get jumped. The only one who really made a song was Rick Ross. Kanye tried to jump in there, but wasn't nobody going at Drake like that, man. There was never 20v1 is a myth. Okay? If anything, it's what Kendrick said, right? It's 20v1. If he got to smack niggas that right with you, all right? That was the real 20v1. But like Rocky said, the battle was between Kendrick and Drake, not Drake and everybody else. Not Drake and Rick Ross, not Drake and goddamn Serena, not Drake. It's Drake and Kendrick. But that's what Drake needed to do because he knew he couldn't beat Kendrick head up. Drake the dude to get into a fight and blame the fact that he got knocked out. He tried to say he tripped on the sidewalk. Nigga, there ain't even a sidewalk out here. What are you talking about? It's all flat ground. There ain't even no sidewalk. No. Oh, I slipped. What are you talking about? You slipped, nigga. What do you mean? We on concrete. You ain't slipped. Stop it. And so he says, you know, it ain't between Drake and everybody else, right? It's Drake and Kendrick, mano y mano, right? This is mic to mic combat, and that's mainly why I fell back. Exactly. I ain't getting involved in this. I ain't to be a part, because they wanted to see what those two were going to do against each other, but Drake knew that he didn't stand a chance. And so he tried to make it about all this other stuff and him going up against all these other people, just like he's doing now. Like he's going up against the system. He's always trying to create these enemies to hide the fact that he's not capable of performing at that level, right? In that arena. He says, I just hate the way it's turning out with Drake suing and all that. I feel like if we get more people to talk, we're going to hear more of this to these sentiments, right? What part of the game is that? Exactly. You taunted this nigga for 2 weeks. Taunted him on songs, on Instagram. Said he was scared to drop. Said he was up in his room tapping his head with a pencil trying to think of some shit. You even gave him some ideas. You remember you said, hey man, if you're having trouble coming up with stuff, you can always tell them how I like young girls. You remember that? Remember that? Just so happens he took your advice to heart. And now look where we at. So he says, what type of shit is that? It's none of my business, I guess. Another classy response, I think, from another person speaking on this battle, right? So now we go down. Rakim talking shit again. No wonder his bars to you felt like plucking a mosquito. I'm weak. Yep. I mean, see, the Drake stands over here. They feel like you can't have a real discussion because in their mind, no one is worthy of even, I guess, commenting on, criticizing, speaking against Drake. He's perfect. How can you have a conversation with somebody like that when the starting point is that their guy is perfect, there's nothing wrong, period, point blank, and everybody else is wrong? Yeah, have you ever been in a relationship with somebody like that? Yeah, that usually won't last long. No, because you got cooked. Even when you drop, they gonna say you should have modeled because it's mid again. Yeah, but guess what? He ain't suing. And I know y'all gonna say, oh, well, he wasn't called a PDF. Nigga, ain't nobody trying to hear that. We already established the reason that Kendrick made the song. Drake told him to. He highly suggested it. If it was between them, why did you say anything? ASAP lame. See? You fell back because you got reminded he fucked your wife the same way you fucked his BM. No, that's not why he fell back, man. This one say, of course Drake is a lame. He ran to the UK, but who gonna save him like Future and Thug did? Nobody is really. It says Complex is an enemy of black people and a tool for its executives who were not allowed to mention because of their extraordinary power. Yeah, okay. Now look, and it's going to go back to a point. I made this post on X probably a few days ago. Check this out. And this is Wack 100, okay? He did an interview with Vlad, and I put Wack 100 perfectly breaks down why Drake's own actions are the reason for Kendrick making Not Like Us. Now, this post right here got 260K views on it already, right? And you got all the people in there talking this shit, but listen to this.
Who?
Was the girl a minor?
Which girl?
See, Vlad, dog, see, come on, bro.
Which girl?
Come on, I know the Hunter side put in work, but we can't be that far ahead of you. The girl in Colorado, was she not a minor?
The one on stage?
The one that was there with her dad. The one on stage. So
yeah, the one on stage, yes, she was a minor. Yeah.
So Drake didn't know she was a minor when she came up, right?
No.
We can agree with that, right? Drake started doing his one through talking, right? He says, how old are you? She says 17, right? At that point, should have been over with, or should he said, damn, why do you look this way? Should he have said all these things?
Definitely creepy.
Okay, yeah. So at the end of the day, it's a wrap.
Creepy at the least, but let's just get us a reminder because we got to remind these fools sometimes.
How old are you? 17? Why do you look like that? Look at all this. Well, I don't know if I should feel guilty or not, but I had fun. I like the way your breast feel against my chest.
This nigga said, I don't know if I should feel guilty or not, but I had fun. I like the way your breasts feel against my chest. Hey, yo, and the OV hoes continue to try to justify this bullshit. You know who's not on camera doing nothing like this? One Mr. Kendrick Lamar Duckworth. Yo, didn't they be like, he kissed her on the cheek? Nah, you ain't see that nigga? He kissed her on the lip. Boom, right there. What the fuck? There you go. All right. And not only that, she had already told him how old he was. Oh, but her dad was there. He was cool with it. He was okay. Yeah, okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Let's get back over here.
Rap battle. She had said all these things.
Definitely creepy.
Okay, yeah. So at the end of the day, it's a rap battle. Rap battle is pushed with information on the other rapper. So that's a minor. He ain't wrong there. When he said certified lover boy, that's what he called himself, certified pedophile. His man had pedophile charges. One of his right-hand man had pedophile. See, if y'all listen to it and break it down the right way, a minor.
Now, on that part, I think Wack is wrong. I don't think his homie had PDF charges. He has some other charges, but we understand what he's saying. Unless I'm wrong. Y'all can let me know if I'm wrong. If there's somebody else in his camp.
His man had pedophile charges. One of his right-hand man had pedophile. See, if y'all listen to it and break it down the right way, a minor is great. This is a song. A minor could be deemed as a note, but guess what? You did make a pass at a minor.
Facts.
Yeah, you would have been pissed off if you was a dad and let your daughter, let her go up there.
Yes.
And I'm 17. Dang, why do you look this way? Oh, he said some more shit.
I might have jumped on stage.
There you go. So let's salute Kendrick. Kendrick ain't told nobody. He had made no insinuations, no threats toward Drake.
Yeah, no, he didn't. And this is pretty much what Rocky is saying, right? Why is this man suing over a rap battle that he participated in, and it was just between him and the other guy? all because he lost. And no matter what any of y'all say, it's because he lost. That's the only reason why we are where we are. But again, ASAP Rocky commenting on the rap battle, saying the battle was between Kendrick and Drake, not Drake and everybody else who might have said something at that time. And that's mainly why I fell back. I just hate the way it's turning out with Drake suing and all that. What part of the game is that? What type of shit is that? That's none of my business, I guess. And I agree with you, Rocky. What part of the game is that? This shit crazy, man. It's crazy. And Wack is right, man. It was a rap battle. You told the man to take that angle. He took the angle, made the greatest fucking diss track ever in history, and now you're fucking butthurt about it. So deal with it, man. Suck it up, buttercup. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all in the next one.